Now, success also is three parts. One is spiritual, and I'm not a pro on that, so I can't give you, I could give you my opinions on the spiritual side, but there are professionals who can deal with that uniquely, the spiritual side. Humans are spiritual, physical, mental. So you got to work on the spiritual side, you know, whatever your beliefs or conclusions are in that direction. Humans are spiritual creatures, makes us different from animals. So spend some time on that part. But here's the two other parts. One is physical. You got to take care of yourself physically. There's a Bible phrase that says, consider your body, okay, the house you live in, your body, consider it like a temple. Okay, consider your body like a temple, which means something you'd take extremely good care of. A temple sort of denotes something you take extremely good care of. Not a woodshed, a temple, a temple. Now, on the physical side, remember this, the body and the mind work together. Sometimes the mind, you know, has got it figured out, but the body can't respond. So you got to work on the physical side. Now, some people are a little more sport conscious and physical conscious, so they don't have that much problem. But if you don't happen to be, get you some books on, you know, how to stay in shape 30 minutes a day. Get books on nutrition. Take care of the physical side. And part of it is also for contact, for identification. In interchange with other people, physical has a great, you know, important part to play. There's a Bible phrase that says, people look on the outside, God looks on the inside. So you've got to take care of both the inside and the outside. You take care of the inside for God, take care of the outside for people. Because people are going to judge a great deal by what they see. Now, knowledgeable people don't judge all by what they see, but we all do a certain amount of judging by what we see in the way of style and dress and manners and courtesy and physical well-being. We all judge a certain amount by that. So you got to take care of the physical, and also so that you'll be able to perform all that your mind wants to do. So just a few simple things on exercise and nutrition. I do my best. When you travel, it's a little difficult, really, to stay on a uniquely nutritious diet. But it's not what you do once in a while that gives you the great problems. It's what you do most of the time. If you do it wrong, you can get into some trouble. But just little things. When I stay in the hotel, if I'm not up on the 40th floor, I take the stairs instead of the elevator. You know, you just little things. At the airport, instead of riding the escalator, just jump up the stairs. Okay? Do a little jogging in the morning, whatever, a few laps around the swimming pool. Keep yourself in good shape, because the body has to take you where you want to go and help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. Now, here's one other thing I've learned. Learn to be conscious of self, but not self-conscious. There's just a little twist here of being conscious of your own physical well-being and your appearance and how you look and how you feel, your health, but don't be self-conscious. Some people spend all day building their muscles, right, and the great bodybuilders and so on, you know, which is okay if that's what you're into, but it means enough to take care of it so you can just forget it. Appearance, enough to take care of it so that you can just go about your business. You know, some people are just self-conscious all day long about how they look, and their appearance just bugs them all day. So work it out so that you can take care of it physically and then not let it hinder you. Just take care of it so that it's done, grooming and your physical appearance, okay? Be conscious of yourself, but not self-conscious. Now, the other part, of course, is the mind. Make sure you work on the mind, develop your mind, keep learning, keep stretching, tackle the difficult books. Don't just read the easy stuff. You can't have a healthy mind just living on mental candy. Okay. You must read the classics as well as the comics. And don't be afraid to tackle things that you don't quite understand. Just dig right into it. Say, well, this book just doesn't make that much sense. Hey, just wade in a little further and see if there might be some things that'll stretch your thinking. And also in the mental exercise, don't be afraid of the other side of the argument. Read somebody that's got an opposite view of yours. Read a little bit about it so that you know their side of the argument. That'll help you even with your side if you know the other side. Learn to appreciate somebody else's point of view and their argument and their points that they make. Right? You got to appreciate a good debater. Even if you don't agree with them, you got to appreciate if they got a good point. I heard one of the extreme liberals up in Canada had a good point. One of the guys is talking about free enterprise, rugged individualism. People ought to grow and learn for themselves, you know, and have the challenge for themselves. Not be just part of the group. If they're weak, they ought to try to be strong. And the other guy, this extreme liberal, was saying, well, that's well and good, that side of the argument. But it's like, and he used this expression, every man for himself, said the elephant as he danced among the chickens. I thought, pretty good, pretty good. Got to put one down on his side, right? He just learned to appreciate the other side of the argument, right? Some people have got some, you know, pretty good stuff to consider. Okay, both liberal and conservative. And we got both documents in our history. Okay. The Declaration of Independence was the great liberal document. And the Constitution of the United States was the great conservative document. So I guess we need a little of both, liberal and conservative. It's like driving a car, right? The liberals say, just step on the gas. Say, well, hold it now. You got to have some brakes too, right? You got to have both the brake and the gas pedal. And you got to steer, or you will wind up in the ditch. So it doesn't hurt to appreciate, you know, the other side of the argument and tackle the things that seem to be a little tough to get through. Stretch your mind, stretch your thinking. Some people say, well, the Bible is a little too complicated for me, I just never read it. See, you've missed out then on one of the, you know, the classics of literature of all time, 66 unique books, well put together. You just can't miss it just because it seems to be a bit complicated when you first go through it. Just keep going through it. Shakespeare at times just sounds a little abstract, but if you'll just dig into it, just go through it. And don't let yourself so easily off the hook. Say, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to find out what this means. And don't just pass over the words you don't understand. Make a list of them. Go to the dictionary. Find out what they mean. Add some more words to your vocabulary. Okay? Keep testing how much you know, and then see how much further you can go, how much further you can go, how much further you can go. So don't let yourself off the hook so easy. Push yourself with mental exercises. Okay. Now, let me give you 4 simple steps to success. In your personal development process, here's some good things to learn.